It pisses me off when I trust and get deceived. That's happened way too many times. I believed in strategies, indicators, guru signals, smart words from other traders, and every time it was the same story: emptiness. My account got wiped, and I was left with the feeling that the market had completely outplayed me. But now it's different. Now I'm working with a bot that uses pocket option bugs and directly pulls quote corrections from the liquidity provider without that very delay where most people blow their accounts. And here's what's interesting. Right now, I feel absolute freedom. And you know what? I understand that the whole path, all the mistakes, blown deposits, disappointments, all of it was necessary to finally see how this really works. I'll say it right away. I don't earn anything from your subscriptions. I honestly don't care whether you use this bot or not. This is a live video. I'm simply showing how I trade. No ads, no sales funnels, just my experience, raw and open. So get comfortable. Now I'll show you how my real trading session goes. Alright, let's open the first signal, and while the system is preparing the analysis, I'll explain because many people don't understand at all how this bot works. Look, all the platforms you are used to receive quotes from the exchange with a small delay. Not minutes, just 3-5 seconds. But in trading, those 3-5 seconds mean everything. They can be the difference between a confident profit and damn another loss. This bot works differently. It receives data directly without waiting, without platform processing, without standard delays. That's why it sees the move earlier than you see it on the chart. This is a private system. You can't just get into it randomly. If someone needs it, there's a link to the admin in the description. Write to him, not to me. I don't give access. And as always, screen recording is on. If there are losses, you'll see them. If there are profits, you'll see them too. I'm not going to show a perfect picture. This isn't an ad, so there is no point decorating anything. The only thing I did was speed up some moments so you're not watching a 3-hour live stream. I think you've had this too. You've already decided to enter, but then you start forcing the chart to match what you want to see. You add indicators, look for confirmation, switch time frames, and in the end it's no longer analysis. It's trying to convince yourself that you're right. That happened to me hundreds of times, and that's exactly what's eliminated now. That's why I value this bot. It doesn't care what I decided, what I want to see, or what my market feeling is. It looks only at data, only at real movement, statistics, and algorithms. And I'll repeat once again, I'm not the manager of this bot. I don't know how to get in without talking to the creator. There's a link to the admin in the description of this video. If you want, write to him. Now let's continue. Now let's look at the next situation. If the previous chart was fairly obvious and most people would have opened the sell trade, this one is completely different. Very few people would take a chart like this, and I'm deliberately showing different conditions so you can see how the bot behaves in non-standard situations. It has thousands of algorithms and strategies built in that are unavailable to a regular trader. It sees more than we can see with our eyes, and if you consider that it also receives market movement earlier, the accuracy really is impressive. From my observations, accuracy reaches 90 to 95%. Yes, it can vary, it's the market, but it's still more than I've ever seen before. If you want to work with the bot, don't write to me. I can't add anyone. There's a link to the admin in the description. Now let's see how this trade ends. And here's another trade, and this one is already difficult. And I want you to understand one important thing. Don't think the bot works flawlessly. It won't solve your financial problems in a week. The most dangerous thing is greed. It has destroyed hundreds of traders, and if you don't control it, it will destroy you too. Never risk large amounts, never trade with your last money. Move in small steps, keep a cool head, and understand that every trade is a risk. I understand right now that this trade might close in the red, but I'm risking an amount I'm ready to lose. That's a rule I no longer break. And once again, I don't have a link to the bot, and no one does. If you want to try it, the admin's contact is in the description. Only he decides who gets added, not me. I'm entering this trade, so let's see. So the balance is 5,240. That's a really solid result for a single trading session. And as always, I'm not urging anyone to repeat my actions. I'm simply sharing my experience and showing how I personally trade. Write in the comment section what you think. It'll be interesting to read your reaction.